Hello, everyone. Today we'll be diving deep into the Terraspace with a focus on its cloud and multi-region capability. Our agenda included introduction of Terraspace, supporting multi-cloud and multi-region deployment, and finally a comparative analysis with the Terragrunt, and then we will wrap up with some conclusion and Q&A session. But what is Terraspace? From my perspective, Terraform is not just another infrastructure as a code tool. It's a framework that complements tools like Terraform by streamlining DevOps processes. It introduced a modular design approach, allowing you to break down your infrastructure into reusable components. This modularity enhances code reusability, and simplify team collaboration. It's also highly extensible, meaning you can integrate with other tools and technology, thereby creating a more cohesive DevOps pipeline. In order to be more dynamic, let me show you quickly what is the Terraspace website. This is the website, and here we have a great documentation. Not also we have written information, and also we have a video for each feature. I don't want to go deeply into this feature because I don't want to be redundancy in this way. I want to be more focused on the multi-cloud and multi-region deployment. Go back to the presentation. We have this feature. The true strength of Terraspace lies is a multi-cloud and multi-region super. It's natively super AWS, Azure, and GCP, which is a great feature for companies that do not wish to be tied to a single cloud provider, and also given the possibility to operate seamlessly across different geographical areas, reducing latency and adding the regional data loss, right? Multi-region super is not just a nice to have feature at this day. Currently, some kind of customer has a real requirement about the geographical and multi-region deployment. They have as this necessity in your whole platform. And Terraspace make easy this kind of scenario. Now we are compare Terraspace and Terragrunt more closely. Terraspace super multiple language, including Ruby and Python, and offer a library of pre-built modules and allows for custom hooks and scripts. This feature make it very adaptable, but could pose a learning curve for some. And it's also a younger tool, so community support may be less robust. On the other hand, we have Terragrunt. It's a more mature tool with a strong community backing it. And is designed specifically to work with Terraform, which can be both a pro and con. On the downside, it's less flexibly when it's come to language support and customizability. Now, I want to show you, so before this is the doc page of the Terraspace, but here we have specifically the multi-region layering. Terraspace, as I said before, has a lot of features. One of them is the layering. That gives us the possibility to understand our deployment in different layers, where we can define different cloud provider or different region inside those cloud provider. Here is the documentation for that. I don't want to be redundancy with that, I say, because here we have everything, right? Just my intention is give you something for your curiosity and go to the website and check it out. As we can see here, we have a very good documentation, not only for AWS and also for Azure and GCP. I think I not forget nothing about this. Okay, in summary, Terraspace trying to find a summary for that, a conclusion. Terraspace offer a robust, flexible, and user-friendly solution for managing your infrastructure as a multi-cloud and multi-region deployment become increasingly important. Oh, sorry, I forgot to show you something. Sorry for the off topic, but here we have a real case. We go through in one of our client relating to a more detailed analysis about the against the Terraspace and Terragrunt. This is some headers, predefinition, and this is our last analysis, right? Where we have different argument or feature we put on the table to decide which are our best framework in that case. In that case, we Terraspace wins for this argument, right? The other thing I want to show you is from the DevOps area, we create a GitHub template repo, trying to propose with from a Terraspace perspective, a proposal of how we approach this kind of environment when we talk about the multi-region and multi-cloud project. Here we have this just a proposal when you want to use this repository. Obviously, you will fit with your specific requirement in terms of folder and file. But here we have the usual file, but here we can start thinking about a solution deployed through the AWS, GCP, and Azure. In order to go more deeper in this feature, we will need more time in order to talk about it. But I want to give you just as a on-the-fly information. You already have a template report to start going through a Terraspace project. Go back to the summary. Recap, Terraspace offer a robust and flexible user-friendly solution for your infrastructure. As a multi-cloud and multi-region deployment become increasingly important, Terraspace is well positioned to play a critical role in modern DevOps strategy. Okay, this is what I have for today. I don't know if you have any question for that, and if everything was clear and makes sense.
Everyone, I have a question. Can you explain a bit about the stacks? Because I saw that is really kind of useful, a way to organize the application code into the Terraspace.
Sorry?
Besides can you explain a bit about the stacks? How you organize in different stacks the code into?
When you run in your console machine the project, you can add different environment variables that give you the possibility to take from the Terraspace project, and with that information, you can design your different environment. For example, you can add a folder with the specific region for AWS, and in each folder, you have different part of your implementation. And when you try to run it, or in order to run this specific part of your solution, just you need to say which region and run the project. I don't know if response answer your question, Gil.
Yeah, kind of. It's more if you share the other document, the GitHub repository, how you organize the application in different stacks.
Oh, this is completely flexible. You could use the folder structure what you want. It's not something tied for anything. But let me show you, for example, this going through getting started with AWS, just in order to try to answer your question. This is the preliminary step, But here, if we see here, we have a AWS profile, variable, and region. Export the variables, just validate the installation. But if we go to the next page, we run the common Terraspace, new project infra, installing the AWS plugin. This is not necessary, and the Terraspace start creating the core of the stack. And if you see here, Terraspace offer a proposal of the folder, but you can change everything here because, as said before, Terraform it's integrated with high-level program language like Python or Ruby. And for example, here we can start enhancing our Terraspace project. This is one of the best feature of the Terraspace, because from this kind of feature, we can integrate our deployment with other technologies in our pipeline, because we have the possibility to write Python code or Ruby in order to add more value. It's not only a Terraform file that we can run there. Sorry, Marcelo.
Hey, I had a question for when you were finished. So when I hear multi-cloud, multi-region, I'm thinking of the complexity of the deployment and also the architectural goal that you achieve. And like one of the challenges would be how you distribute load. So one architecture I can think of would be the DNS layer. You could have a rule that splits the traffic between two different regions. My question would be, is this framework helping you in the DevOps area to support these kind of scenarios, or it doesn't include templates for you? What would be is the framework helping you achieve something like that, or not enforcing templates or not enforcing?
No enforcing. Is you need to work on those on your infrastructure, your architecture infrastructure, right? And you have the possibility to define everything from the Terraform perspective, right? If we have, for example, a solution distributed in AWS and, for example, Azure, you can have in the same project both part of your architecture and infrastructure in this project. But you need to define, for example, your modules for create DNS, for example, in Azure and the AWS, right? But not enforce you to all your deployment needs to be multi-cloud or multi-region. Just give you the possibility, but you can create with this kind of tool with Terraspace tiny project and work well too. Actually, it's very for tiny project. The main feature is how quickly you can start iterating your infrastructure, because you have completely decoupled your module and your stack. Good question, because give me, I forgot to mention one of the main, let me see if I found quickly, but in short, in Terraspace, we have two main concepts. We have modules and we have stack. And a stack is a set of modules we already have defined. It's like when we write program language like Python, a class, and modulars are a class, and in the stack we instantiate this class. Make sense? Again, I'm not sure if answer your question. In not enforcing you to all your deployment need to be multi-cloud or multi-region.
I think you did. Yeah, it's something different than I was trying to understand the use case. What's the ideal use case for the tool? And I was trying to see, oh, is distributing traffic? That's for many companies is a requirement. They want to be multi-region for like super fault tolerance, or they want to be multi-cloud for saving costs in certain areas. And in this case, the tool is dynamic. It's not enforcing you to follow a specific pattern.
That's right. The possibility to add value from the high-level programming language like Python or Ruby give you a lot of potential add value into your deployment, right? And also simplify this kind of scenario when you need to distribute your solution between different provider and region. This is the main feature from my humble opinion, right? I work with Terraform with Terragrunt is a great tool. I'm not saying it's not a good, but in that kind of scenario, Terraspace is better because give you a lot of more gap to add more value or more customization in your deployment. And going specifically your case, in order to have the whole solution working, balancing, loading, and so on, if it's well, give you more space to do it, you need to write well the whole modules and how you build your stack and so on.
Right. Thank you.